Party over, cut the music off, cut the music, pack it up. The celebration is short-lived. The I told you so parade is short-lived. Yeah, get the fuck out of here like Canelo Alvarez stole the Mr. Andre, okay? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you already know earlier today, they reported that Ryan Garcia's B sample tested positive for Ostarine, just like the A sample. But that was inevitable. We already know that was gonna happen. But what y'all didn't know is Ryan Garcia's one smart of a gun. Ryan Garcia was 2 steps ahead. That like 30 minutes after Ryan Garcia team attorneys reported that they tested Ryan Garcia's hair follicle and it came back negative. So is Ryan Garcia vindicated? Well, let's just chop it up. Let's see if he is, and let's see if he will. As we all know, Vada is voluntarily. The one that makes the decision is the New York State Athletic Commission. You know what I'm saying? They're going to take Vada's testing into consideration, but they're also going to take into consideration the negative test, the negative follicle, the hair follicle test. And yo, took a page out of Canelo Alvarez, huh? You know what I'm saying? Remember when Canelo Alvarez was tested positive for combuterol, and the Nevada State Athletic Commission requested Canelo Alvarez to take a hair follicle test, in which it was negative of combuterol. You know what I'm saying? So Ryan Garcia, learned from one of the best fighters. He was going through the same thing and things of that nature, and his hair follicle came back negative for Ostarine and any other PEDs. But look, they're going to take the Vada test into consideration. They're going to take this into consideration. They also have to test the potential supplements that he used and that could potentially have contaminated the supplement. So let me read you what Ryan Garcia attorney reported right after the B sample, the positive B sample. Here you go. Ryan Garcia is committed to clean and fair competition and has never intentionally used any banned substance. Soon after being notified of his positive test, Ryan voluntarily had his hair collected and shipped to Dr. Pascal Kintz, the foremost expert in toxicology and hair sample analysis. The results of Ryan's hair sample came back negative. This is consistent with the contamination and demonstrably proves that Ryan had not ingested Ostarine over a period of time. The only way he would have had any advantage whatsoever in the ring. Ryan has voluntarily submitted to tests throughout his career, which have always shown negative results. He also tested negative multiple times leading up to the fight against Haney. All these factors combined with his ultra-low levels from samples taken on April 19th and 20th in the billionth of a gram range point to Ryan getting victim of supplement contamination and never receiving any performance-enhancing benefit from the microscopic amounts in this system. We are certain that one of the natural supplements Ryan was using in the lead-up to the fight will prove to be contaminated and are in the process of testing the supplement to determine the exact source. Now, again, the New York State Athletic Commission is it got the final say. Remember, Vada is just a voluntary. It's just voluntary. And the test is going to be voluntary. So all this is going to take into consideration, just like with the Canelo Alvarez and stuff like that. That's why I'm saying that Ryan Garcia is ahead of the curve. Look, the facts is that there is a positive test. The facts is that there is a negative test with the hair follicle. And I think a lot of people take it more serious because with the hair follicle, they could tell with what, like what, 4 months, 5 months, if you took a banned substance, if it has Ostarine, if it PEDs, drugs, or things of that nature. You remember when Britney Spears shaved her hair when she was going through that divorce with her husband and stuff like that because he said that she was on drugs, on cocaine, and she said, uh-oh, you know what I'm saying? And she cut her hair and stuff like that because they was going to do the hair follicle test. So the hair follicle test is credible. Vada is also credible. The New York State Athletic Commission is credible. Everybody is credible and things of that nature. But in the end of the day, the New York State Athletic Commission is going to take everything into consideration. And if it comes back, his supplements is going to, if his supplements comes back contaminated with Ostarine with his hair follicle testing negative. Ryan Garcia is definitely going to be cleared. I know that Devin Haney and his team is pushing for disqualification. They're trying to get their old back. But in my opinion, I think they should be really focused in getting a rematch. You know what I'm saying? Shaming and pressuring a rematch, because at the end of the day, what you're gonna be fighting for? Oh, you're gonna be fighting for a disqualification. But there is no reverse to the beating that you took that night in April 20th in the Barclays Center in New York City. You got to get your get back, or want to get your get back. Now there may be people out there that say, and we were speaking to Bill Haney earlier on Mill City Boxing, and I asked him about getting it in blood. He's like, he wants to get it in blood in a different way. You know what I'm saying? It may be outside of the ring, if you know what I'm saying. I don't think Devin Haney is about that life. Let's be real. Let's be honest. If you wanted to get it in blood, you would have got it in the blood a long time ago. Ryan Garcia is outside. You feel me? He's outside, been outside before the fight and after the fight. He's been everywhere and stuff like that. If you want to catch him, you could have caught him. I'm not saying that a father like Bill Haney can't feel that. You know what I'm saying? Just like Ryan Garcia, damn, look at this mosquito. Just like Henry Garcia is overprotected of his son, and of course ain't nothing gonna change that. The same thing with Bill Haney. He's gonna protect his son. There may be sometimes it could be some delusional state of mind. And thinking that, you know what, that they just got beat by the better man, the guy that was boxing better, that hit harder, that had better defense, that had better movement, that had a better game plan. I think that Ryan Garcia beat Devin Haney in every facet of the game. You know what I'm saying? For the people that's saying that a little bit of amount of Ostarine, it was performance enhancing drugs, I think they're on drugs. Put it that way. If you think that helped Ryan Garcia, the one-trick pony, the C-level fighter that only got a left hook, well, you got what you expected, the left hook. You just expected not to get out the way. You feel me? And I just think that people need to take in consideration Devin Haney's team and his fans. You know, you got to go back to the drawing board. And I think that you shouldn't be fighting the New York State Athletic Commission and writing letters to get your old back. You should be writing the Golden Boy Promotions. You should be writing the Zone. You should be writing everybody to try to get Ryan Garcia back in the ring for a rematch and get it in blood that way. That's the way it is. Even Deontay Wilder, right, thought that Tyson Fury was cheating, right? Everybody thought that he was going crazy and stuff like that about the water, the glove gate, and the egg weights and things of that nature. But you know what? He didn't sue Tyson Fury. He wanted to get it in blood, even though he got beat up to the pillar of the post once again. But at least that's the way he wanted. He wanted to go out on his shield. For Devin Haney, who actually went out on his shield. You know what I'm saying? He went out on his shield. We got to give credit to Devin Haney for keep on standing up and standing up. Again, look, this is unfortunate. It's unfortunate because this is one of the most anticipated fight of the year. It was a great performance by Ryan Garcia. It was a great way that Devin Haney was showcasing his grit, his determination to keep on getting up and finishing on his feet. You know what I'm saying? It speaks a lot of high volume of the type of warrior that he is as well. So you got to give a lot of credit to Devin Haney just for that. They are modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment. I understand that. You know, I understand, you know, the seriousness of PEDs in the sport of boxing. I also understand the seriousness of, you know, weight bullying in the sport of boxing, in which I believe that, you know, just as bad as PED could be, I believe people coming in at 25 pounds over, 18% over is just as good as PEDs. And I just think that the reason why Ryan Garcia is getting the benefit of the doubt is because there are fans out there that's tired of the weight bullying of Devin Haney since the lightweight division. I think there's people that's tired of the you know, people can't get away from him getting handed the belt, you know, politically. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, and then he's aligned himself with the dirtiest historically the dirtiest player in the game in sports history, in Victor Conte, aka the Pablo Escobar of PEDs. You know what I'm saying? And look, I believe that Victor Conte paid his dues to society in the way that, you know what I'm saying, when he got caught and things of that nature. And look, Victor Conte is a good guy. You know, he's a cool dude. I met him, he's a cool dude. But when it comes to what he's done and what and the impression that he has and the impression that he has given, with 30 plus, almost 40 years of really cheating. You know what I'm saying? Burying a lot of sports. Everybody that going to work with him, whether you like it or not, whether you respect the fighters that work with him or not, the unfortunate part that he's always going to be suspicious. He's always going to be suspicious, and anybody that's aligned with him is unfortunately going to be suspicious. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these fighters going to had to answer those type of questions on why work with a Victor Conte. And this is why Ryan Garcia still get the benefit of the doubt. He gets the benefit of the doubt as well, because the sport of boxing needed this type of performance, this type of entertainment, this type of character, this type of attraction in the sport of boxing, in which a sport in this side of the pond, a lot of people saying that is on life support, that is dying, is not what it used to be. Ryan Garcia has captivated the imagination, the emotions of the boxing fans, a lot, and outside of the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? He's going everywhere. He was with Trump. He was out there in the Middle East. Everybody's talking about him. He got one of the best songs out there. You know what I'm saying? So I think that as a hardcore boxing fan, and for people that has fought for boxing to not only to get away from that niche sport, and bring it back to what it used to be, Ryan Garcia is one of those characters, one of those personalities, one of those personnels that's going to bring back that's bringing that type of excitement back to the sport of boxing. And I think that's the reason why he's going to get the benefit of the doubt, and that's the reason whatever happens, right? Whether he's not suspended or suspended, fined, not fined, cleared or not cleared, the next time that Ryan Garcia is possibly stepping inside the ring, he's going to sell out the crowd. He's going to do more pay-per-views. Look how much of a star he is. Look at his pay-per-view numbers with Devin Haney. Devin Haney before that did 51K. Reported that they did over 500K, the same amount of numbers that King Nello versus Jaime Munguia got. So that tells you there's a changing of the guards in terms of pay-per-view attraction. Not necessarily the king in the ring, because of course Ryan Garcia have yet to become a champion, and I hope that he take a little bit more professional. I'm not going to enable Ryan Garcia in the sense of he should have came in a 140-pound division and fought for the world title, so you could enhance the legacy or even start your legacy, because you have yet become a champion. You want when you retire, you want to leave something back and be a Hall of Fame and get in that podium, and you can look back on your resume, your accomplishment. At the end of the day, the boxing fans care about the sport as much as the fighters care about the business. I understand that. I'm not going to enable Ryan Garcia, which has deleted tweets, and when the B sample results was reported, he was saying that he loves steroids and things of that nature. He erased it. I know that he's trolling. Yeah, at the end of the day, there's a time and a place to troll. You also got to take it serious, because if it was the other way around, I know that probably the Garcias or the Henrys will be acting the way that not acting, but saying probably some of the things that the Haneys are saying. You feel me? So it's a time and place to really, it's time to be professional, at least in this sense, because it's a serious matter, in my opinion. We can't play around with PEDs. We can't play around with drugs and things of that nature. I know that Ryan Garcia is setting the fight, is setting himself, and this is boxing, is a green light for everything, you feel me? But leading up to the fight, there's been a lot of unprofessionalism, even in the weigh-in, drinking the beer and things of that nature. So, and then after this, when are you really going to take it serious? So you got to hold himself accountable for that. I respect Ryan Garcia. I think he's great for the sport of boxing. I respect the accomplishments of Devin Haney. I respect both fathers. Fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing. I respect Henry Garcia, and I respect Bill Haney and what he's done as manager of the year 2023, and what he's done, both these men done to put their sons in position to become millionaires and really accomplish their dreams and goals, molding them and grooming them to be champions in their own right. So look, there's still a due process. I just feel like, as you can see, wherever it goes, when Ryan Garcia stepped back in the ring, or he's in a negotiation with a particular fighter. It could be, let's say, Ryan Garcia versus Teofimo Lopez in the fall. Well, you think you want Ryan Garcia to be banned? No, it's not gonna happen. The fans still want to see action. The fans still want to see entertainment. Yeah, we want everybody to be fighting in the level playing field. But we gotta recognize certain things. We gotta recognize the truth and stuff like that. Just because you got those amount of Ostarine, the amount that was in the system of Ryan Garcia, for me, that's not performance enhancing drugs. It's not an enhancement to his performance, put it that way. That's the way that I see it. That's just my opinion. It could be right or wrong. You have yours, but that's how I feel. But the Haneys could feel how they feel as well. You feel me? I feel like, again, in closing, Devin Haney should not be trying to get this old politically. You know what I'm saying? You already got your belt years ago politically. You know what I'm saying? You got the money already. How about you get your old the right way, the fighter's way, the traditional way? You get yours in blood. If you feel like this man was trying to kill you in the ring, be like Miguel Cotto, the pride of Puerto Rico. He got it in blood. He felt like he was cheated. He got it in blood. Bring that spirit. If you do have that type of spirit. If you want it politically, I'm gonna say it like this: it doesn't matter. You're not gonna get respected for it, because those highlights are gonna keep on playing. That beating in your head is gonna be right. It's gonna stay there. It's gonna be like you're gonna be thinking about them left hooks. You're gonna go back in sparring, and every time you get hit, or the way you're trying to get away from a hit, you're gonna be thinking about Ryan Garcia for the rest of your life. And the only way you're gonna make it right is by fighting Ryan Garcia, seeking the rematch, desperately. Trying to get an old back, they ain't gonna do nothing. That's only a mind effery. Don't mind F yourself, Devin Haney. Don't do that. Don't let your team, it doesn't matter. Get your old back, he's disqualified. Doesn't matter. You gotta beat down. Get it back. If you about that life, which you are, you a fighter, be who you are.